Glad to have you with us from the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, and Hancock Whitney Stadium. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the Ohio Bobcats and the South Alabama Jaguars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
I caught up with the South Alabama coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Jaguars ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. So Ohio's offense will have the ball first. And here comes the junior running back. He may not be the best-known star around, but man, does this team love what he brings.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game?
Snags it, and he's open. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. And the Bobcats are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Second down, gonna throw it. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off play action on first down. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. He'll go to the air again. Rush right in his face. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Shakes a man, and he might take off. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Sells the run, looking to pass. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Finding space. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Gets it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Ohio, 7, South Alabama, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So South Alabama's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress. Bunch formation for these receivers.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
And the Jaguars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Not enough to move the chain.
And you got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run it on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Malone. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. The Jaguars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Jacobs. Fires deep on the run. He's got it down the field. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second.
Number 90, set to kick this one.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now Pop snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 50. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Going to the ground. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Finds his man on the RPO. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
He'll pull it on the read. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on third? Touchdown, Bobcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball. Running back and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Number 83, set to kick it away.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. On the ground, it's Martin. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll run him again. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Jaguars will hustle to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got their foot on the accelerator.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Jacobs. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Another incompletion on third down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. They'll move the tight end. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Keeps it on the bootleg. Finds his big tight end. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun. Wants to pass. Under pressure. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Punt is in the air. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out wide left, it's Phillips. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To throw, it's Jacobs. Buying time to his right. Right side, it's Woods.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Upstairs to make the catch. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
And the Jaguars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And sometimes you just count your blessings, and the blessing for the offense was that the ball went out of bounds.
How devastating would that have been for this offense, Reese, if they had lost possession down here in the red zone like that? That would have been a killer for this offense, for their momentum, for the entire...
Touchdown, Jaguars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he puts through the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on it to force the incompletion.
Second and long here. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Left side is Pugh. Turns it on at midfield. Lots of running room. He's at the top, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
South Alabama, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Jacobs. On the run, fires downfield. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Heaves it deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They make the stop. It'll be fourth down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Jaguars will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Bowman. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 9 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Seminoles coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game inside Hancock Whitney Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal.
He's getting ahead of steam. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Drops back. It's Jacobs. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Tight end now in motion. Trying to establish the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The fake and wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Rosa. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Looking for a big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Jacobs. Rushes on. He's got it. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Moves to his right. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Jaguars will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Tells the fake. In traffic, it's Pugh. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Play action on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
How about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. On the RPO, got it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Bobcats are on play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Bobcats want to move quickly. Looking for running room. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Right side, it's Bowman. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Turning it on! Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They'll give it to him again. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period. Ohio has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The play fake. They're all over him. It's complete to the left. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Jaguars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Fires to the big fella. Across the 25, he's got room. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. work after moving the chains through the air. Turns it upfield. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, South Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. How about this? These guys are going for 2. To the air, it's Jacobs. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Still running at the 40. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosa. Sweet cut there. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision.